Something strange happened the other day. One of those instances where the universe seems to be speaking to you directly. Fate can every so often present you with a sequence of events that seem orchestrated. I was shooting a promotional video for the rapper Preacher Z on the steps of the bombed out church when a homeless man came up and asked if he could tell us a poem. Now, this in itself isn't too peculiar.
Yo, doufám, že si neho... You alright, lads? We just shot in a video.
I feel like I've had some guidance from an unseen hand, faced with a life's contribution to an ostracised land. Oh shit, fuck, I think I've done it again. Another bolt from my brain, a cold chill washes over me. I think I've done it again. My shirt was burned into ashes on the kitchen floor. The same shirt I've been wearing just the night before. I feel like I can't take this shit, just can't take any fucking more. I feel like I've done it again. Another bolt from my brain, a cold chill washes over me. I feel like I've done it again. Dedicated to David, one of my mates, he was in a band with me. So,
Yes, lad! Take care, bro.
We went on shooting for a few hours at a few different locations around town. Then when we had finished, in the early evening, I decided I would stick around in the city centre for the open mic at the Jacaranda. So I get there early and spend some time reading by myself in the corner. The masterworks of Oscar Wilde, the picture of Dorian Gray in particular. The open mic gets underway and I capture some videos for a couple of friends. Autumn B. Woods stuns the crowd. A new addition to the music scene in Liverpool, Biku from New Zealand plays Malibu, a song I'd been hearing about through word of mouth.
Malibu, I'm waiting for you by the avenue. You've broken my heart just this afternoon. I'm falling apart for you, Malibu.
I sit back down in the corner and return to my book, when from across the room, a guy approaches and sits down beside me. He says, "What are you reading?" I responded by showing him the cover. Oscar Wilde. He says, "Do you know the poet Charles Bukowski?" Then from memory he recites a poem of Bukowski's. "There's a bluebird in my heart that wants to get out, but I'm too tough for him. I say, stay in there. I'm not going to let anybody see you. There's a bluebird in my heart that wants to get out, but I pour whiskey on him and inhale cigarette smoke, and the whores and bartenders and the grocery clerks never know that he's in there. There's a bluebird in my heart that wants to get out, but I'm too tough for him. I say, stay down. Do you want to mess me up? You want to screw up the works? You want to blow my book sales in Europe? There's a bluebird in my heart that wants to get out, but I'm too clever. I only let him out at night, sometimes when everybody's asleep. I say, you know that you're there, so don't be sad." Then I put him back, but he's singing a little in there. I haven't quite let him die, and we sleep together like that, with our secret pact, and it's nice enough to make a man weep. But I don't weep. Do you? So I shake his hand and I say, "That's great." And then I ask him, "Do you write your own poetry?" He says yes. So I grab my half pint of Guinness and I stand up. I ask him to come outside, forgetting my coat. If he will tell me one of his poems, I'll tell him one of mine. You're about to see our half-drunk conversation outside the Jacaranda in the freezing cold. At one point you will hear him ask me to never post this video, but has since changed his mind and gave me permission.
Let's see your poem, lad. That was the deal. Come on. Let's see your poem.
Okay. So you want... I'll tell you one and then you tell me one, okay? Okay. Let me see if I can remember it. Okay. You thought you were an island, as you'd been to every corner, but she pulled you with her gravity and spoke to stir the water. She led you through a clearing, like an animal to slaughter, to a long-forgotten place that made you redefine your borders. Then the moon that's often hiding turns to glance in your direction, as your stone skips through the pond that now distorts the moon's reflection. And you hear a distant chanting from the man who holds the sermon, and then you approach the altar because you're not a perfect person. Then his hand reveals a flower with a secretive maneuver, and behind your eyes a garden has been seeded for the future. And he tells you that inside you there's a solitary river, but you must traverse it backwards if you want to be delivered. In your blood you taste the metal as you run towards salvation. On a chariot you ride into each final conversation. And now as you share a whisper with the smiling hidden spectre, you reflect on how the scripture turned your skin from silk to leather.
That is sound, man. That is sound. Come on.
Okay, now it's your turn.
Oh, how can I compete on that? Do I have to hold this?
Okay. You can keep it there like this.
What I normally do is like, what I like to do is like write a poem onto a rhythm or something, like on a tune. Have you heard Beanie?
I haven't.
So I'll leave it over here. What should I say? Do you want romantics or sad or the society? Now you pick romanticism or sad or society.
Let's go with romantic.
Romantics, okay, okay. So this is a girl like I see every day when I go to the coffee shop, and I see all the beauty of it. So Irish accent and that dramatic smile, and a slick way of pretending to be the goddess of clouds after storms, walk so swiftly into my mind, and the cells in my brain pictured your voice being the symphony of a dying man's last drop of morphine. When it snowed in the end of an autumn wind breeze, my dreams had no smell until the day I glimpsed that vigorously subtle autumn-kissed beauty. I poured down beside your left ear the color of a Japanese maple leaf. My heart mortified because I couldn't breathe. Mortified because I couldn't draw poems on your back with my right index fingertip. She poured down my coffee, and I was burning inside more than the nozzle that poured down that coffee. And the snow melted away just as swiftly as she barged into my mind. And I dreamt of a Japanese maple leaf. Yeah, man.
That's beautiful, man. Okay. I've got one more.
Yeah, man. Let's go, let's go.
Okay. The touch of a kiss on the nape of your neck, and the clutch of a fist in the shape of a threat. It's the fact that you lost by the skin of your teeth, and the hat that you tossed as you grinned through your cheeks. It's the face that you make, taking blood from a stone, embraced as you placate the judge on his throne. It's It's the cease of the wings of the bird in the fire. It's the sweet of the sin and the surge of desire. Taken to failure, back on the mend.
Mate, that is so good, yeah. I really do love the starting of it. The kiss and the nape of the neck. What a sound, man. It really was. Romanticism, yes. What would you like? I would say, like, would you agree? Like, this is my philosophy, yeah? My philosophy is like, every happiness ends with sadness. And sadness must be the only truth. Because, like, through all the suffocations and through all the sadness, a man becomes a stronger man. A man becomes the man that he is supposed to be. Do you agree or not?
I could see some merit in the idea that happiness is just delayed sadness. Or inevitable sadness.
Inevitable sadness, yeah. Because every happiness ends with sadness, man. Because life ends with death, and death is the only truth. Death.
Well,
And if you see death as a sad thing, then yes. But I feel like death is the awakening of myself. I'm just living a dream right now.
well, I heard something recently that all art is ultimately about death in one way or another.
Yeah.
Because there's an idea that if we all lived forever, then there would be no stakes to anything in life.
Exactly.
We wouldn't have to worry about doing anything, because if life was infinite, we would eventually do everything, right?
I mean, the gods, if they're infinite, yeah, they should be sad with looking upon us, you know, like they're living for infinite amount of time, but we are living for like finite time, and we just die away. Just for that amount of time, we just live and just die away. But for gods, they just keep on living the same thing again and again on repeat. The gods have to envy us, man.
Well,
And we have to pity God.
I wrote something about the inevitability of death recently. The first verse is, all the things that you like that will make you die faster. Well, if you don't have fun, maybe you could last longer. You could bang on a drum when you're feeling the hunger for the things that you need when you're looking for comfort. And it goes on. But the idea is like, we use drugs and alcohol as ways to... We use them as ways to distract ourselves from the inevitability of death, or to numb ourselves from the reality.
To feel that void that we always have inside our hearts and inside our minds, but we can't find anything in this fucking reality, because like this fucking reality, this society is like so boring that it's just always like going on and on. Like it's like insomnia, you know? Have you been in insomnia? It's like just a copy of another copy of another copy. It's like it just keeps on repeating. It's just like that. This society is fucking, this generation, it fucking bores me. It really does. And I'm just so fucking sick to death. I really am. I decide the truth. I decide the authenticity of life. And this is the reason I always write about like my songs. I mean, you could hear my songs. I mean, I'll sing my songs, but they're always sad or whatever. But
Do your songs start as poems?
I write songs in my language. I can never write songs in English. I don't know why, but I did write a song in English, but I don't have a melody. But when I write in my language, I have a melody inside myself. I know what the fuck is going on. Like when the violins come in, when cello comes in, the double bass, and when the guitar comes in, the fucking bass is like, I know how it goes. But that is so true to me, you know, like to create something like actually original, like beautiful, like magnificent, like no one else could ever imagine, but only I can. And I have pride in that. But at the same time, I am humble because I am just a human. I try to be humble with humility because I'm just another guy who's gonna die away, just become ashes or just fucking dust, just to be fucking faded away. Do I believe like in the next life to be reborn again? Buddhism says that like you're gonna be like reborn again if you have so many sins. And I am a Buddhist, but not in that sense. I do like to be like call myself to be a spiritual person. But what I want is like what my only desire is to die a man knowing that my life is worth enough to be dead now and never to be born again. And right on the spot, I'll be sound. And I'll be sound. Just be dead, just be silent for the rest of my fucking time. Forever. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm fucking crazy. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm just fucking full of nuts. Who the fuck knows?
Well, as you approached me, I was
No, I like the way, man. It was so unique, you know, like, it's so random to, like, seeing a guy, like, reading a book. Oscar Wilde. Oh, come on, Oscar Wilde. It's so random. And, I do not find happiness within the common crowd. I always, like, go to the fucking... Always go on nights out, like, on Friday night. Okay, yeah, it's Friday night. Let's fucking go drinking, like, let's go clubbing. I'm done with it. I'm tired of it. I'm really fucking tired of it. I really am. I used to have like so many other people. Now I'm cutting down, you know. Like it's not about the quantity. It's about the quality of it. Like you have to have so much less people that who actually endure your energy, like your actual sense, your actually truth. Like now I say, fuck the social norm. Fuck it. Fuck it. And I say, I'm gonna be my greatest person. Like, I'm gonna be the greatest version of myself. Like, there is this poem called Invictus. It says, "Out of the night that covers us black as the pit from pole to pole, I say, whatever I thank whatever the goals there may, I thank whatever goals there may be, for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not cried out loud." Under the bludgeonings of fate, my head is bloody, but I'm bowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms of the shadows the shade. Yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It does not matter how straight the gate or how punishment charges scroll. I am the master of my fate, and I am the captain of my soul. Fuck it, man. Fuck this society. I'm gonna create myself.
in the book I was reading. It talks about
Hey,
the idea of
never post this, yeah? You're not gonna post this, right, Sam?
this is between me and you, man.
I mean, you can send this to me, but Sam.
Well, I have a YouTube channel, but
Is
it
it?
doesn't really have any subscribers, and it would never make its way back to your family, and it doesn't get posted on social media. So if it was to be posted on a random no subscriber channel, or even like cut out the parts that you don't want to be seen,
Yeah.
don't you do you want to be seen as an artist?
Yeah, but I don't feel like I have the right to call myself an artist because I'm just still figuring out, man. Like, if I call myself to be an artist, I'm just taking a piss on all the artists, all the greatest artists, Mozart, Bach, Beethoven, fucking out, all of the others, Chopin. I'm like Jeff Buckley. Oh, come on. Who's the other? Who's the other? Who's the other? Led Zeppelin. Like all the artists, the greatest artists, mate. Like I feel like I'm just taking the piss on them. I don't have the right to call myself an artist right now because like I'm just nobody right now. I'm still figuring out myself. So like I feel like I still need time to figure out myself. And I feel like I am actually figuring out myself, so but not yet, not yet,
Well,
not yet. I don't have the rights.
there's an idea that you can live your life in a way that's an art, you know, like there are facts and there are kind of metrics, right? But then human expression by nature, the way you speak, the way you stand, if you decide to write a poem or write a song, or even just put on an act in front of your parents so that they think of you in the way that you hope that they would, that's an art, that's an expression, and all
But
expression
that is a
is
lie,
art.
though. That is a lie,
All
though.
art is
No.
deceit, right?
No.
Well, you could say that you were trying to find some truth in art, but really, you're trying to cast a shadow against the wall.
No, but then again, like, if art is a lie, what can be true, man? Like, art has to be the only truth.
No,
Art has to be the truth.
in the sense that, like, 2 + 2 = 4. That's a truth, as in that's an empirical truth, something that we can prove. All art is, on some level, subjective, which means that it's up to it's in the eye of the person viewing it.
You know what we should do actually? Like, knowing the fucking cold wind breeze, yeah, when I'm fucking freezing inside and you're fucking freezing as well, I can see your fucking hand shivering. Like, let's go to the fucking place and fucking, like, if you wanna have a jam, let's have a jam. If you wanna fucking talk, I fucking love talks about this, man. I fucking love it. Like, with a glass of whiskey, we fucking talk about anything else. I fucking love these conversations. But okay, so this this poem, I wrote this today right after work. Then I came over here. I'm not sure it's that good though, but like a chicken who is drenched in the summer polar range, a flower bud. You're the first person who is hearing this.
Okay.
So, like a chicken who is drenched in the summer polar range, a flower bud that never bloomed but waited through the Arctic winters to fade away. My soul wait the warmest summer nights for all the trees to scream toll that have been rooted since the day of an early morning May. Seeing the bone-chilling wind that storms through the days of mocked pines, colored branches with LED stones and red neon stars on top of a fake Christmas tree. Santa is just the same as a mail delivery, and the treats are toffees that you buy from corner streets. Gifts are just a faint bliss while they love them with inhumane dignity. I await the light to go numb just so the bathroom flowers would die. I await the longest summer just so the winters would be afraid to try. And I await so much for the frozen food to decay just so the glands in my mouth be wet by the fragrant spice dust of a seed nourished in the roots beneath of all breaths since the day of an early morning May.
It's beautiful, man.
Yeah, man. Like, I wrote this right after work on a couple of pints, yeah. I do actually like this one, yeah.
Why can't you turn that into a song in English?
But I like
Songs don't have to rhyme.
I know. I do understand that, man. I just need some time, you know. Like, I'm on the transitioning period right now, so I'm studying uni. I was studying uni.
A long time ago I did.
See, I'm studying uni right now, so I've got like assignments like due on Friday and another exam on Thursday, next Thursday.
What do you study?
I do maths, so
I studied mechanical engineering.
no shit. Hey, we will fucking like, we can have a proper jam, man. We can. We genuinely can.
I'm gonna play next week. Here.
Sound. Are you gonna wait until like up until I sing? Are you gonna wait up until I sing?
When do you sing?
Oh, right after a couple of guys, I assume.
I'll stay to watch your song then.
Sound, mate. Thank you for that.
What's your
Hey.
name?
Mullet.
My name's Kieran.
Here, nice to meet you, man. Hey, you're a good soul, mate. You have a good
too,
soul.
man. We'll call it there. Right?
Yeah, man. And forget about the rest of the world, yeah? These life, all the other people who are surrounded by us, they do not desire, they do not define us. We, our thoughts, ourselves, our soul define us. Just forget about the rest of the world. Fuck the social norms. Fuck society in every fucking way. Live to your truth. And I see you over there reading a book when every other fucking person is drinking a pint and like pretend to be like having good sound when they're listening to like fucking crap music. Okay? I saw you over there, and that is the reason. That is the only reason I came over there and like fucking started talking to you. Because I felt like you're a true soul, you know? You absolutely are. You really are. And I see you because like I see you within myself. And I thank you for that. And I'm not lying. I don't fucking take, like, I don't fucking lie with honest words. I never do. But that is on my heart. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you coming up to talk to me, man. It's a very interesting conversation.
Yeah, man. Thanks to you, Karen.
Let's get him from the cold.
Yeah, man. Fucking hell, it's freezing out, isn't it?